Hey everyone. I hope everyone is doing well and that you guys can hear me okay. See some of the green moving. So we're going to do all signs here. What's blocking you? I'm going to pull an oracle card and then a tarot card to follow along. So we're going to get started. Let's see if I can pull up my chart just to make sure I hit all the signs. I hope everyone is having a good week so far. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you have any special plans, so I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to make so I don't forget signs. Make sure I go in order. So okay, let me make sure I get this right. So we're going to start off first with Aquarius, since we're still in Aquarius season right now, that air elements. So we're going to start off with Aquarius. What's blocking you? Ancestor Spirit Guide, clear affirmance. Which blocking Aquarius is? What's blocking Aquarius? Ancestor Spirit Guides, what blocking Aquarius? What do they need to know? So Aquarius, some of you need to release. And with this particular stone, you're being asked to kind of release emotional baggage. Sometimes, like previous experiences that we have, we don't necessarily realize like we're carrying it and holding on to it. Sometimes when we do carry on those emotional experiences, that energy will tend to linger, and sometimes it can block what's trying to come in, especially also as it deals with like confidence, like building confidence about yourself, about the things that you're trying to do. And when I'm seeing the stone, the solar plexus sacral area, but always like open yourself up to kind of scan, seeing where it resides in the body. Ancestor Spirit Guide, what's blocking Aquarius? What's blocking Aquarius? Aquarius folks, what's blocking them? Some of you, what's blocking you is like you may be connected in a relationship or some sort of partnership, or it could be work that you've been dealing with in past, or personal relationship. Some of it's because like your unwillingness to go away from that relationship or that environment that you've been into. Some of you have been more hardcore within like thinking about, ruminating about, the experiences you're setting in. You're being called, like, you, in order to work on this, yes, like doing some Reiki, working through that chakra might be helpful. But what you really need to do is think about, you need to choose yourself, and you need to allow yourself to go maybe to a better environment, maybe better relationship, allowing yourself to go to more calmer waters. You may also be dealing with just chaotic energy, whatever environment that you're in. So Aquarius, like you're being called, you need to allow yourself to walk away from any relationships or things. I did see the Three of Wands when I was shuffling, and it makes sense. Like, I think you're thinking about your options and maybe going out on a path or another experience away from what you're currently in. And I think that's one area that you need to entertain. So yes, Aquarius, by you maybe healing and sitting in, whatever baggage is keeping a hold of you, releasing that, moving forward will definitely help you in this season, and also may help your money too. I always tell people, like, who you're attached to, the environments that you're in, can really have an impact on how you're able to kind of flourish. Um, or not, depending on what it is. So we're going to go with Pisces next. So what is Pisces? What's blocking Pisces? Ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Pisces? Ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Pisces? So Pisces, like, some of y'all be in your own head, your own way. Part of it is that you don't want to necessarily ask for support. I'm seeing, like, also the crown chakra, because some of y'all are just not grounded. Um, you have support around you, but part of the issue is like you not leveraging the support in a way to kind of help bring in the tools or the abundance that you need in order to be um, more in alignment, but also for like money, all of the things that you're wishing or hoping for to come in. So you have support, but you're really framing yourself in kind of like a scarcity energy. I always tell people, like, you can you can have all the materials things, but you can also be in a broke energy. And what I mean by broke energy is that you don't see that you have the tools, the resources to make something out of what you have around you. And so Pisces, you're being called, you need to work more on that energy. Okay, so let's see what the tarot asks in terms of, yeah, and I'm seeing the Fool. So some of you need to be willing to take a chance on yourself and go out on that cliff. Yeah, some of you are tired, like your energy's tired, like you just feel like you're dead. Some of it is because some of y'all get in your own way. You sabotage, or you just overwork and overdo it. And that's what's potentially blocking you. But I also saw the Fool come up. Some of it is some of y'all just aren't willing to kind of like sit with that. Yeah, you guys are like in hangman energy, and that's why you're tired. You guys aren't willing to make a decision. You're not willing to move forward. You're not willing to utilize the resources that you need in order to move forward. So you keep getting in the cycle of wearing yourself out. So Pisces, y'all need to get on it and accept the help, be receptive, and move forward. Yeah, you have the World card. So if you are willing to accept and make that traction, um, you'll be able to move out of it. And also I see the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so you guys feel bound, but you're really mentally bound. You're not spiritually bound. It's your own, kind of your own doing. So yeah, Pisces, y'all got to get it together. All right, I'm going to go next to Aries. All right, so let's see what Aries has in store. All right, what's blocking Aries? Ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Aries? What's blocking Aries? What do they need to be working in? Ancestor spirit guides. Your season's coming up after Pisces, so we're gonna start having some movement Some of y'all need to talk more. Your throat chakra. It's like you're not willing to speak your truth, but you're also not willing to like speak up for what you need, speak up for what is bothering you, speak up for boundaries, in the work that you are either doing. It could be relationship wise, but you need to allow yourself to speak your truth, whatever that is, and whatever's coming up. Yeah, I just cut the deck. Queen of Cups. So some of you all like have you have the ability to touch into your intuitive side, your more emotional side, but for whatever reason, like you're thinking about these things, but you won't allow yourself to speak it into existence. And you're also just not receptive. You're just like blah. Like you won't speak, you won't act, you won't allow your emotions, people to help you, or just to sometimes speaking the truth wipes clean what's stagnant within you. I always tell people like stagnant energy can also block you. So speak up. Okay, what's blocking Aries? Yeah, you guys have a lot of potential. You have Sun card here. You need to, by you working on those things, you're gonna have some positive outcomes. May also be like there's some sort of project or thing that you're working on that you haven't put out, and you need to start talking about it. You need to start talking about like that gift. It's a presentation or idea. Yeah, because some of you are in hermit mode. Like you might be working on something and kind of holding on to it, but you need to stop being in hermit mode. You need to start sharing whatever that is, if it's an offering or something like that. If you do that, you have the Sun card. You also need to allow yourself, by also speaking here, it's also making a commitment to allowing yourself to be seen. So some of you have an issue with allowing your inner self to illuminate. And so some of you, in terms of illuminating, drawing attraction to yourself. And so some of you guys have wisdom to share, but because you're kind of like maybe shy or maybe just have a fear around being seen. That's what's blocking like things moving forward in your work, also partnership as well. So you need to, if you have things that you've been sitting on that you haven't released, like you need to start talking about it. Okay. All right. So we did Aries, Taurus next. Okay. All right. What's blocking Taurus? Ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Taurus? What is blocking them? What's blocking them, Taurus? What do they need to share, Spirit? I'm going to shuffle this again because this one popped out again. Some of y'all have like a really hard ability to see yourself or to see your work. Like having that ability to have faith in the things that you do. Like you need to see the magic within yourself, the work that you have, the skills that you have. Okay. Ancestor spirit guys, what's blocking Taurus? Yeah, and soothing your soul. Some of you may be like anxious. Yeah, you may be anxious. And you also like again see the magic. Yeah, you don't see that you have the ability to manifest the things that you're wanting to do or trying to do. And also some of you like you just get caught up in your head. And because you get caught up in your head, you don't allow things to come into fruition. So you all need to learn how to make decisions. There's something around like you just feel stuck, um, and don't allow yourself to like take a chance on like trust yourself on what you need to do. So my guidance to you all Taurus is like you need to start seeing the magic and your gifts and offerings and maybe sit down and yeah, I keep seeing the Fool. Yeah, and you don't take chances on those offerings. You don't just allow yourself to just trust and move forward. Um, so if there's something that like you've been wanting to work on, um, or there's an idea or a path that you feel like is in alignment, ancestors spirit guide, what do Taurus is walking Taurus? Like this is a really good time to start like putting those seeds out. Yeah, and if you start doing it, you'll have success. Like you'll be, I think part of it's also like you're in the satisfied energy right now. Um, and a little too satisfied, too comfortable. You have the Two of Swords, like you just need to make a blind, like cut faith to what you think that decision that you want to take. But overall, you need to learn how to trust yourself and you need to take some chances, Taurus. Um, thank you so much for the like. Yeah, a lot of you all just aren't allowing yourself to do that. And a thing that you may want to do is like maybe sit down and write about yourself. What's like your inner magic? What are the things that illuminate about you? When I also think of magic, I also think of the magician card in the deck. So like what are the things that you can manifest or things that you thought about that you haven't worked in? And because you're not making decisions, like that can also disrupt your ability to feel grounded because you just might be like all over the place. So you need to manifest, write those things down, write an action plan around it. Soothing your soul, I always feel like you need to learn how to work with your nervous system and build a relationship with it so that you have that foundation to kind of like see and understand your magic, your manifestations, if that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to go to Gemini. All right. So Gemini, what's blocking Gemini? Ancestor spirit guides, what's blocking Gemini? What's blocking them? Ancestor spirit guides. 2, 3. Gemini, won't you guys won't receive, like you won't ask for help, or even not even asking for help, but if people offer you stuff, like you just don't allow for it. That's feminine energy. Receptive is feminine. And so like, you know, if you're a femme, like you need to learn how to allow people to do things for you. Some of that can include like I would say to people, like, you can buy flowers for yourself. You can, like, do certain things so you learn, like, how to receive gifts. Not saying that you need to go out and buy, but you need to learn how to sit in that uncomfortableness. Some of you need to learn how to, you may need to put boundaries in place because it's like you need to detox things from your life. If some of you are struggling financially, you need to ask for help or allow people to help you. And some of that detox is maybe like your connection to receiving or ideas around receiving in itself. Okay, so ancestry was blocking Geminis, was blocking them. Some of you maybe like knee deep in the work that you're doing. And maybe like you're not really or you're overworking, like you're not seeing like what's around you. Um, or it also could be like the job that you're in isn't in the best alignment for you anymore. It's kind of blocking your growth. Because I also see the tower. Some of you might experience a new beginning, new foundation. Could be tied to your work because it might be blocking what you need to be doing. You may need to be receiving like better pay, better care, or just in general, like better care and relationship to like personally. Um, Also, some of you may need to do more connection with earthly things, um, or you haven't been. And that's one of the things why it's like you're not connecting. And I'll see with the tower, like foundation, when I think of pentacles, I think of like seeds, nature, all of that. So you need to like learn how to receive so you also have a better foundation, and can create a better foundation, not so be like caught up in I'm doing it myself and I don't want anyone else to help me. Yeah, I also see the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, like you need community, you need help, you need people to work with, connect with. All right, so we're gonna do Cancer. All right, for Cancer, what's blocking Cancer? Ancestor spirit guides, what's blocking Cancer? So Cancer, y'all aren't living in your purpose. I don't know what you're working in, but it feels like you're getting caught up in some ideas about what you think you should be, or what's right, or maybe it could be like what people are telling you is right about what you should be doing. Um, but yeah, you need to be in your path. Maybe it might be trimming some things that aren't in alignment anymore, but you need to also work on being out of your crown chakra and overthinking things. Let's see what tarot says. Okay, so ancestor spirit guide, what's blocking Cancer? It's blocking Cancer. Yeah, you guys have some cups. You have some opportunities coming in. You also, like, part of your purpose, you need to be working more in your cups energy. Like, you need to be working with your creativity, intuitiveness. But you're not. Yeah, and you also have the Lovers. You have like two different paths that you could be going on, but you're not choosing. You need to choose that path. You do choose that path. You got Emperor, so you need to take some leadership around your gifts and the things that you need to be working on. Some of you may be working in healer as a healer. You might be like in leadership, like business, or in those both areas that you need to be working in. I also see the King of Cups, so also too water energy. Yeah, you need to be working in your healer intuitive bag. And you take some leadership around your business and make some decisions around what needs to be done, what you need to cut, what you need to let go. So let's go to, we're going to go Leo next. All right, so Leos, what's blocking Leos? So it says be a bigger person. Some of you are in your pride. Some of you are in your ego, your pride too much. Part of it's around like you not being patient. Um, and like because you're not impatient or you're too prideful, like whatever you're trying to do isn't making the traction that you want to move forward. um so if there's conflicts that you need to resolve or things that you need to allow yourself to receive, you're being called to do it. Leos, okay, so let's see what's blocking Leos. Ancestor spirit guides, what's blocking Leos? Some of it's because you guys won't, like, you have community card. Like, some of you won't allow, like, either community to help you or to even also, some of you aren't even celebrating yourselves, like celebrating the work that you're doing. Um, yeah, it's like some of you've put in like the work, but it's just like you're still waiting for things to be kind of reaped, right? And you're just like, when are these things going to come through? And it may mean also like maybe some of you may need help or something like that in terms of money because you are also waiting for this to come in. But you have the justice card underneath, so things are going to work out. But you need to remember like the success is the community around you that can also help. Also a reminder that you are going to have many different cups, many different opportunities, resources, and things maybe coming up soon in the new year. But also remember to yourself, be mindful that not every cup and what it appears may be for its best or highest good. So remember to use your intuition and don't be so much in your head, your ego, about like what it is that you think should happen. Don't fight your path, work with it, is my advice. Use your gifts, flow with it. Yeah, you have some opportunities coming through. Okay, so that was Leo. We're going to do Virgo next. All right, with Virgos, what's blocking Virgos? Ancestor spirit guides, what's blocking Virgos? Clear, accurate messages, what's blocking Virgos? Ancestor spirit guides. So Virgos, some of you are being called to protect your energy. It's like you guys are giving away too much of yourself, um, and of yourself to maybe like the wrong types of people, or also giving yourself away to work maybe that's not in alignment. So you need to learn how to build better boundaries around yourself. Also, you need to have better energy hygiene. Because people also too, if they have unresolved trauma or unresolved thing, they can also be an energy block to your work as well. So you need to be mindful who you're keeping around, what you're entertaining as well. Okay, so ancestor spirit, what's blocking Virgos? Yeah, you have the double card. Some of you all are like caught up in just fixated on stuff. What are they fixated on? Ancestor spirit guys, what are they fixated on? It's like you're fixated on like things and opportunities are around you, but you're not allowing yourself to receive them. Um, some of it may be around money. Um, like you have other potential ways or offers that people like have connected or informed you about to make money, but you're not willing to accept those alternatives. The other thing is the obsession with um, with what's going on. Um, it's like making you worry, especially if you're worried about opportunities, that kind of stuff. Like you're just like not sleeping very well. You have, if you do tap into the energy to learn how to protect your energy. And what I also mean by protecting your energy is also choosing yourself and choosing what's best for your gifts. You'll have money that will come in. Yes, it's going to be slow, but it's going to be steady. So some of you need to learn how to create and focus and tap in so that you can get the money to flow in. Also being mindful of like what you are doing in your spare time. Like, are you out right now putting seeds out for yourself financially so that you're not blocking yourself? Um, so Virgo, that's something that you may want to work on this week coming up. Think about where are the places that you're leaking energy and who from. Like taking an energy, I would say take an energy inventory of yourself and the people that you're around. All right, let me shuffle this. All right, Libra. Okay, what's blocking Libras? What's blocking Libras? Ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Libras? What's blocking Libras? Ancestor spirit guides. Blocking Libras. Let's say Libra gang. This one wants to poke out. Okay, so Libra, you want to remind yourself of your value. Don't shortcut your value. So like if you get in that mindset of like, if I reduce my price or if I do these things, then I'll get the money. You want to remind yourself like, you know, you're valuable, but also like the working environments and the people that you're around also remember that you're valuable. It might not be financial, like money in relation to money, but like how you value yourself and how people also respect you is something to remind yourself about. And if things, environments aren't the best suited for you, like learning how to kind of walk away from those. Yeah, I see the Chariot here for some of you because like maybe you're staying in an environment that's not working, like it's blocking your forward motion. Yeah, you need to like, because you're not building balance, like receiving and expecting. Could be with a job, like you may be overtaxed energetically because like you're giving to something that doesn't value. Some of you are going to walk away, especially from a job or a thing. Like you're just like, it's not worth it anymore. You have the Star card. So you need to remind yourself, like you are a star, like you are like those elements, those connections, those things, like you have all of those pieces in place to move forward with what you need to do. Some of you, it may be entrepreneurship or being on social media, or just like being out there, letting people see you, speaking about yourself, so that you can attract the type of clients or people that you want to attract. So, yeah. Okay. So we're going to go to Scorpios next. Sag and Capricorn after Scorpio, and then we're done. And I'll be putting out an offer to do love readings 1414. So if you're interested, could be love in terms of partnership, or it could be self-love too, because that also plays a factor in your abundance. Or if you want to do life purpose reading, you can do that. I'll put my information up. I think I'll do it later today here on YouTube. So if you want to book it, book the offering, it's available as well. Okay, so what's blocking, the spirit guides, what's blocking Scorpios? What's blocking Scorpios? What's blocking Scorpios? Ancestor spirit guides. What is blocking Scorpios? What do they need? Okay, so Scorpios, you need to ground yourself. For some of you, you may be feeling like right now you don't have stability or security. And for some of you, like you need to build that practice into yourself. So that's root chakra. Some of it is, it could be that you may be in transition, and that's why you may not be feeling stable. But let's see what else is. And because you're not feeling stable, you're not able to see like the options or things ahead of you. And that you're going to be fine in whatever happens or whatever's happening, but you need to allow. Yeah, I see the hangman. Some of you feel like you're in limbo in like work or life. Okay, or personal. What's blocking Scorpios? Ancestor spirit. What's blocking Scorpios? Yeah, it's like you guys aren't willing to move forward. Like you have these ones. You move on to victory, but you need to allow yourself to not let yourself be stuck here. Let's see what else is blocking Scorpio. Some of you all need to do shadow work. It's like your subconscious side, like where this block with stability comes from. It's like you may have feelings around unconscious feelings around like maybe your abilities and your gifts, but also like the work or the personal relationships that you're in. But as you work on those gifts, like on the other side, like there's so much more opportunity, abundance ahead of you. And some of you need to work on your manifestations. But if you take a chance, like also see the Magician card, and I saw the Fool, and before that I also saw, what's that other card? Hangman. Like you just need to like maybe do some shadow work to kind of get you out of that hanging energy, to kind of inert that energy, and maybe make an inventory of like what are the things that you need to feel stable and grounded, and what that may look like. And maybe do some journal prompts around it. And that will also help with the moon energy. So, yeah, and I also see the Empress. So, yeah, you need to work on your creativity a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to work on the next deck. Do Capricorn. Or actually, Sagittarius. All right, so what does Sagittarius need to, what's blocking them? What's blocking Sagittarius? Ancestor spirit guides, what's blocking them? You need to transform. Like you are allowing yourself to be stuck. Why are they blocked? Why are they blocked, ancestor spirit guides? Why are they blocked? It's like you're not wanting to elevate. Yeah, it's like you have King of Cups. Like you're not wanting to elevate in your growth. You're not wanting to elevate like in your intuitive gifts, maybe your artistic gifts. It's like you're just kind of resolute where you're at. Let's see what else. Why aren't they wanting to transfer? Why are they blocked? Some of you feel lack with money. This card here, it's like you may be putting resources in or work in, and you're just like still looking. There's opportunity brewing, but I'm still kind of like caught up, stuck looking at like, is it growing yet? Is it growing? I mean, you have some ability if you get out of that energy. You have a King of Pentacles, so there's some money stability coming in, but you need to like work on taking that step to transform. I'll see the Magician. So some of you need to work on your manifestation. Also with Magician, when I think of that, like it reminds you that you have all the tools, both earthly and spiritual realm. So you need to like think of all the earthly things that you have, resources that are grounded, but then you'll also need to think about all the tools in the ancestral realm, spirit realm, that you can call on them to help you with. Okay, let's see. So yeah, that was Sagittarius. Okay. I'm going to do last one. We're going to do Capricorn. All right, ancestor spirit guides. What's blocking Capricorn? What's blocking Capricorn? Yeah, so some of you Capricorn, like you need to get into action. Like there's there's projects and things that you need to be working on. But you also, I see, bring in the light. So some of you, like, when I think of citrine, I also think of like sacral energy. So there may be some things about trusting yourself, your gifts, like ability, trauma, all of that. So you may need to work on shadow, but also you need to allow like your work to come to light, your ability, yourself to come to light, allow yourself to be seen. But you also need to like ground that and taking action. So create the plan, but like maybe just take the step to put yourself out there. Test, like I always tell people, like test things and start to build. Use like opportunities as a, as I say, like a project, like a creative project, like a lab with your work. Okay, it's a spirit bias. What's blocking Capricorn? Like, yes, some of you are overworking. Like you're not using like your presence, your gift, because you're overworking. Like things aren't coming in. What else? What's blocking them? Ancestor spirit guides. Let's shuffle this. Yeah, working too hard. Are you also resisting too? Like resisting allowing yourself to be seen and trying to overwork in other ways. What's blocking them? It's blocking Capricorns and sister spirit guides. Yeah. If you're overworking, working too hard, like you're exhausted. You have Page of Pentacles, some new money. You need to put some new seeds out. You need to, like, if you have some new ideas, you need to kind of like, rather than keep obsessing about those ideas, like you need to put those seeds out so that you can get some traction. And maybe something around, like I also see with the wands and that, maybe something around like, I don't know if you work in nature or work in herbalism or work in like finance or those kinds of things. Like you need to stop like overthinking because that also is making you tired. You need to just put yourself out there. Yeah. Yeah, the Page of Swords, like you have a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas and all that, but you need to learn how to like ground them, make a plan to ground them, and then create action around that. That will help you. So I did all the signs today. I hope you guys like this reading. If you can hit the like button, it's so appreciated, or a comment, or if there's a different type of reading like you guys would like to know, let me know. I'm just trying to get, I know a lot of people are struggling with jobs and personal. And so if there's something that can kind of help you get in your purpose, I would love to help you. And yeah, I will be back on. I'm probably going to try for, I think, Monday. So I'll put my next potential live up, and I hope to see you all then. Have a great weekend and take care.